at CareCuts Homeless Ministry here today, and I apologize for the sound, but it just kind of is because of the environment. So I'm going to give you a tour of what goes on down here. A lot of you watch this channel, and there's always questions about what we do, why we do it. Are we just filming it for the fun of filming it to try to get clicks and views? And that's just not the case. What we do is this, and we just film a very small piece of what goes on, but we are trying to shed a light on this. And CareCuts is located right here in downtown Knoxville. It's a really unique place because there's a lot of places that folks can go to get food, but there's not a lot of places that they can go to get, services as far as in one spot. And, one of the things that we do here is we work really, really hard to try to get to know these folks, build relationships with them, so that eventually we're able to uh, help them overcome whatever the addiction or situation is that has put them in this environment. And just today, already, we have already got one young lady, and we've been open a couple hours. We've already got one young lady who is new to homelessness because of an addiction, who is going to be going to a rehab facility today from here. She's ready. And, we'll probably have anywhere from 3 to 6 people that are here today that will probably take advantage of that. And I'm going to give you guys a tour because I do want you to see, what goes on here at CareCuts. I want to bring it up to you because, we're hoping that eventually we can get some of you guys that watch this channel to support us down here. But this is what we do most of the time, and I just don't want anybody to, like I said, this is what we do. We just film a little bit of it on the channel when we're out. So I'm going to turn this around and I'm going to try to give you a tour again. We've done this before, so we've been open. We've had people that have been here waiting in line this morning, 6 a.m. It's 12:05 here Eastern time. You can see them waiting. We do keep a couple of officers down here, although we very seldom have any issues. We have just started the process today of feeding. So we're starting to serve food, and I'll show you what that is. It's good food. We register folks over here. There's a process to this. We register them. And one of the things that we do with register them is we find out what services they're going to need from us while they're here. And you can see, that we keep up with all that. This goes into a system. Oh, as they come in on the left, you have hot coffee here. You also have Gatorade over here and things that they need. And then in the white cans over there is drinking water that we had donated to us, which is also pretty cool in a can. There's a place for them to smoke over here if that's what they want to do. They have to stay over here to do that, and they're really, really good about that. We do have, it's windy here today, and we have cold weather today, which is just kind of came in out of nowhere. So we have our tent set up here for them as well. And you can see these are just our folks who are sitting in here enjoying a break from the weather, and hopefully some good food and fellowship. One of the things that a lot of people don't realize is, there's not really even a place when you're on the street. There's nowhere to even just really relax, because your guard is up all the time. And not that it gets totally laid down here, but it's a place where they can feel safe. It's a place where they know they're loved, and it's a place where they know if they want help, they can get it. Um, so I'm gonna keep giving you a tour. This is a hand washing station here for them. Keep water in there, soap and stuff, so they can wash their hands good. And then if you come over here, this is our phone charging station. So, in today's world, you can see all the phones back in there. They fill out with their name. We stay here with the phones so that they don't grow legs and disappear. And then this is our services department. So you have our phones over here, our services here. These folks are waiting to, let's back this up here. Nope. These folks are waiting for services. And when I say services, hey, David, what I mean by services are if you look in here, one of the things that we do is we're able to use, because we are a social service, we're able to use this as their address. So you cannot get a job without an address. You can't get a job without an ID. You can't move on without those basic necessities that most of us take for granted. And so what we do here is we are able to use This is their mailing address. They can come by here 5 days a week now and check their mail. We keep that all organized. Gerald over here works in our services department, and what he does, he has all the applications you can see up here for all the different organizations and stuff here in Knoxville. One of the great things about this area is we do have a lot of good organizations that do a lot to help resolve homelessness from housing and those things. The city does a good job of doing that, and so we connect people to that. We don't offer those services, but we have the applications. We tell them where to go. We get them the bus passes. We will get them vouchers that they can get a driver's license paid for. We help them. A lot of times they need a birth certificate before they can start the process. If that's out of state, it's not easy. We can do that as well from in here. So services has a lot of things that they do. This is where we sort our donations. There's not a lot of stuff here right now. We need donations. And then I'm going to walk back out before I go through the inside. And I'm going to show you what's out here. This is an organization right now called RAM. It's called Remote Air Medical. RAM is what we know them as. They're a phenomenal organization. And they have gotten to where they're down here a couple times a month for us now. They can offer all kinds of medical. They can offer, medications. There's all kinds of things that they can do here, and medical needs are huge. And you can see, we've got nurses, those kind of things. It's a pretty elaborate organization that they've put together down here to help these folks because, we're not, we're trying to provide them with the services they just can't get anywhere else. And we try to do it in a way that's a very low barrier to entry, we call it, basically no barrier. So come as you are, come in, get some food, and then we're going to work with you. So these folks here, it's called CareCuts because it started out as a haircut place for the homeless. And the folks that are waiting right here in line, these folks are waiting to go up here and sit down and get a haircut. And then this is Lee. These folks are waiting to eat. I'll be right back. These folks are waiting to eat. He checks them in. They have on their name tags letters, and those letters stand for the services that they're going to get. And then once they use that service, we mark that off so that we only serve once. And then if you come in here, here's our food today. So we've got roasted chicken that's hand pulled, macaroni and beans, and then we've got then we've got moon pies. You can't, it's a moon pie. You got to love that. And bananas, we try to give them, good proteins and stuff down here because that's what they need when they're malnourished like they are. The thing that I think is a huge misconception is that when someone's homeless, there's something really bad about them, or they're violent, or these are good people. How you doing? That are our brothers, our sisters, our moms, our dads, our children that have had some bad things happen in life, and so they're down here, and we're going to help them get beyond that. So anyhow, this is our food line. They're going in one side and out the other. This is Archie. He runs everything. And then these folks are waiting in line right now for haircuts, right? Haircuts? Yeah, okay. And then in here, we do the hair cutting. Now, there's a lot of times you can see we have the chairs. We'll have 5, 6 hairstylists here. Today, we've got 2 folks here that are cutting hair who have been eating some lunch and have taken a short break, but they're about to get back to it. And then some of our clothes, some of our food stash. Matt's back here making coffee. One of the great things I want to explain to you about what goes on down here, and Matt's a perfect example of that. Matt spent about how many years were you homeless?
Huh?
How many years were you homeless?
Let me see. I got to think about dates now. I was at home for about 2 years almost, and I was on the street for like 3 years and 4 months.
Okay.
Like that.
So Matt was a person who suffered through some of this homelessness, and now he is no longer homeless. He serves every Sunday making the coffee, and he's good at it, and lives a productive life. And there's an entire group of volunteers here who fit that. David will tell his story one day. David was drinking 2.5 fifths or 3 of vodka per day right here, gentleman right here, and we're gonna put his testimony on there. And Marty, who founded CareCuts and this organization, would not let him go, even though he wanted to go, and he finally gave in and got help. And now he's very productive. He manages the apartments and everything where he is. I mean, he basically runs this place down here. He does a great, great, great job. Here's Tammy. You've seen her on the channel before. Also, someone who has got a great testimony that we featured, and we're going to feature more. And then back here's where we keep our clothes. And I'd like to tell you it was so full that we can't walk through here, but you can see, what we call skinny man jeans. Those things get hard to find, the 32, 33, 34, up to 36s. One of the things about being homeless is a lot of times, these folks are malnourished. So, and this is our clothing. When I go out here, there's going to be people start asking, but these are folks waiting for clothing. Excuse me, dear. These are ladies. These are our men that are waiting for clothing over here. And then, how you doing? And then back here, we've got the shower trailer. And we just got good news the other day. We're actually getting a grant for a new shower trailer that is handicap accessible. You can see, if you're in a wheelchair, good luck, right? That's hard. So we've had to lift folks up and put them in. And they check out here. They get them a nice shower, go get new clothing, a good shower, put on the clean clothes, go get a haircut, and and start to feel like they are once again everybody feels better after a haircut. And so that's what we do down here. And so if you watch this channel at all, you watch any of our videos, a lot of our shorts, check out some of the fuller, longer episodes too. But if you do that, um, this is what we do. Marty's open 5 days a week at CareCuts. The other ministry that we go out on the streets with that y'all see on here is called a Hand Up Christian Ministry. The two work together hand in hand. Marty is down here and has all the services. And then what we're able to do is we're able to also um, find people on the street and then get them to come down here on Saturdays and Sundays and get them the services. I don't want to forget what's going on out here too. This is our prayer table. We have folks who come. Them take me off the doctor list? Yeah. This is our prayer table, and we have folks here who come out. They were over praying with each other earlier, and folks, and we share the good news of Jesus with them. And so I'm good. How are you? Uh-huh. But everybody here is really nice and whatever. So anyhow, there's a tour of CareCuts. It's one of the most phenomenal organizations I've seen, and it's having a real impact on homelessness right here in Knoxville, Tennessee. It's making a really, really big difference. And it's I think just because it's not a job, there's nobody here paid. These are volunteers. This is a calling, and there's a difference when you do something as a job where you do it because you love the people and you want to help. And so we're having some success. I appreciate those of you that took the time out of your day to watch. And if you want to know more about this organization, please leave us something in the chat. If you want to know how you can help, please reach out to us. Let us know, and we would love to have you. All right.